All right, ladies and gentlemen, game 3 inbound here. VRTUS with their backs to the wall. This is their tournament. This is their tournament, right? This is it. Either they win,
This is it.
and they can stay. They can stay in the game. They can stay in the hunt, or they are losing and going home with a pat on the back.
And that's it, because
A pat on the back. You mean congratulations? You made the top 16. Well done. See you next year. All right.
You woke up early for this.
You woke up early. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. All right, let's have a look at lineups here as we spawn into Hotspot. In green on the north spawn, this is VRTUS, North America's 3 seed. Backs to the wall, as we were saying, bringing Cobra's Daring. Cowboy back in his Grozavoy, same as last game. Whiskey Leaks now in a Summers with RPF and Torpedo Reload. A 4-cruiser lineup for VRTUS. We're looking at Coops Napoli, a full secondary build. All Cruise Napoli, basically the same sort of thing. Man with an RX-7's Moskva. He's had one of my heroes of Game 2, and an unfortunate losing battle there for VRTUS. And then, double Moskva. Okay, Light Beams Moskva over here, also running Unique Upgrade and Top Grade Gunner. Double Battleships going for Sabir here. Black Ribbon sticking with Sabir. He had a little more success keeping his in the game than Danny did last time. So Danny's like, oh, you're going to farm me out? Fine. We'll go British. Yeah. And here he is in his Conqueror. To the south, Sath, talk to me about Rain.
Yeah, Rain looking to 3-0 sweep this and get a nice break before having to play again. They've got Gangbrang's Marceau and John Luthus's Ragnar. Interestingly enough, they're not even caring about the C cap Raptor. They're just going to looking like they're going to go straight to the B cap here.
C cap was a trap, Sath. They'll come back to it later.
That's right, your typical build. We got Formazing's Moskva with Unique Upgrade. Following them, Malamu as well in the Marseille. Now, he's a little bit aggressively positioned here. I'm a little bit concerned a little bit farther forward in a Marseille. Deepest Dungeon doing a more cautious advance behind the island, but Rain definitely swinging hard for the 1-2 line. On the other side, we've got another hard push from McDastard's Big in the Ohio. We got Lulu's Unique Upgrade Moskva, Lucar's Svea now this time, and Gateau's Marceau. So basically, the reason I'm bringing up the hard push is typically we see teams leave 1, maybe 2 assets over on this corner. They're putting 4.
Well, as I sit here and watch Rain's deployment, right? They've simply gone for a straight 5-4 split that just ignores the middle of the map completely. Like you said, they're looking at the C cap. They don't care. You want it, it's yours.
C-cap
you can have it. And what I like about it, Zath, is it enables them to A, pick up D, pick up B, start ticking up positive points, judge the opposing deployment. Maybe they want to push up the 2 line. Maybe they don't. But if they own the flank, Sath, and this is a very common theme as we see throughout all the years of competitive boats we've cast, if you own the map edges, sooner or later, the stuff in the middle becomes yours too.
Right. And you can see, like, Dastard's Ohio stopping short of going all the way in. He wants to have shots for the middle for anything that gets spotted. We got some contact already over on the D cap as Cobra was taken's Daring is detected.
Yep. He sussed out Gateau's Marceau briefly, which caused the Moskva's radar to come up from Lulu, and they want to push him back off this cap and get whatever damage they can get right now.
Big hits there on Cobra. Wow.
Yep. Cobra's going to need those heals. And Cobra's going to be in a bit of a pickle, too, because the Conqueror versus the Moskva could be a very lopsided engagement for the Moskva. Conqueror easily capable of burning that guy out. But the problem is, for Cobra to spot him, look how far south he would have to come. He would have to come all the way down to probably like E10 to get eyes on Lulu for his Conqueror buddy back there. And that's an extreme risk that I don't think he can afford to take.
So that's the second time I've seen Rain play a Moskva very cautiously positioned, right? It goes to the traditional spot, but farther back than normal.
Well, Moskva's a known quantity. People know how to kill these things, right? They've been around forever. So it's not that, I won't say it's not that impossible. How do I want to say this? It's not that surprising to me, right? That you take extra caution with one.
How about we take a moment and appreciate Gangbrang's position in the Marceau? Look how far north he is on the one line.
Yeah. Doing some really, really good spotting work over here. They got good shots on Light Beam's broadside Moskva, right? I don't think Light Beam was expecting those salvos, but Gangbarang all the way in E1, able to spot for his team and have an impact. Well, with the early cap advantage they held, Rain out to about a 90-point lead here in Game 3. That's where we sit right now as the shots begin to be traded here. Shells begin to fall.
That's right.
Both teams ticking up 2 caps, so we're going to hold here for a spell until something changes or people start dying.
And dying they shall. Look at Black Ribbon Sabir now moving forward. I think they might try to smoke him south with the Napoli, with Coop's Napoli. That'd be kind of fun to watch.
It would be entertaining to watch, to put it lightly. They seem to be trying to focus out Light Beam's Moskva. Gang in an open water gunfight with I mean, he's radared, so he might as well, but you don't generally see a destroyer willingly take a gunfight with a Moskva. But here we are.
Well, that's Gang. I mean,
yeah.
He excels at long-range destroyer gameplay.
Yep. He's very, very good at dodging these shells. You're seeing plenty of that going on right now. Light Beam already under 25,000 HP and falling. Double fires. Marseille AP falling in for another 8K. Trying to find some cover so that he can just chill to his next heal. But now he's locked up on Formazing Sonar. Now they're going to be able to farm him for free. If they can they can get shells over the island. We'll see.
Marseille did.
Deepest Dungeons, Bungo definitely a pick target. How you called it, Zath. They're shoving the Sabir and the Napoli in. They know how soft this Bungo is. Oh no. Bungo shells on Coop.
I do like the aggressive play here.
I do too. My chat was pointing out last game, it's like you took a Sabir and then never pushed with it. What are you doing? And so this time,
that's what I said. It's like a ranked battle.
This time, VRTUS not making this mistake as the Sabir closing in, trying to knock out this Rain battleship. They're going to get Light Beam here. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, yeah.
He's next. He just burned through a heal, so he'll be dead in moments. Coop taking a big hit there from the Bungo.
I kind of feel like we need to see the Grozvoy Napoli on the one line pushing with, but they're just basically hanging back and saying, all right, well, see ya.
Dungeon's on a double fire. He should burn out here in a moment. There goes the Moskva, but there goes Deepest Dungeon as Coop does manage to survive. Big kill for VRTUS here. Both teams trading kills early. Still a 90-point gap. 8 minutes gone.
John the Ruthless just sitting there open watering in his Ragnar. He doesn't care.
Nah, what are they going to do to him? So now, Zath, we talked
on that hydro.
So now, Zath, we talked about the amount of pressure that Rain brought to the 1-2 line, but with the Bungo gone and the Sabir in the position it's in, it feels like VRTUS might be the one able to apply pressure over here along the 1-2 line.
The big problem for VRTUS is how do you take advantage of this, right? The biggest threat they're going to have is the Marceau torpedoes for the Sabir. And unfortunately, Coop isn't able to properly escort because he's lost an awful lot of hit points.
They have chunked him.
So it's one thing to get yourself up there, but it's another thing to be able to take advantage of that once you push through. Just like in the old Civil War, you know, you penetrate the enemy lines, but you don't have enough reinforcements to make anything happen.
Yeah, you can't
I think
really
what's happening to VRTUS.
Yeah, you can't really open the gap. You've breached the lines, but you can't exploit it.
Right. Now he's gonna move forward here. He's gonna try to make something happen. He's already being peppered by John the Ruthless's Ragnar, and of course we've got Malamu's Marseille looking for shots too. Gangbrang is the key, right? Gangbrang is just gonna shadow the Sabir. And he got spotted for a moment. He doesn't care. But he's going to shadow the Sabir and make sure the Sabir can't push south. If he does, then he'll just punish him with torpedoes.
Formazing burning a radar. Not sure they actually are trying to get shells on Coop so much as they are just want a little bit of info. Formazing falling under... Go ahead.
They want to know what's happening on the one line.
Yep.
They know there's a Grozvoy and a Napoli over there. What's going on with them?
Yep. Cowboy and all crew just mercilessly trying to farm out Formazing. The Moskva in the middle of the board, that's mine with an RX-7, has been trying to get AP on Formazing's broadside for a while. He's struggling to get these shells to drop far enough. Moskva's rail guns are just not dropping shells in over the cover.
Yeah, he's also at a bit of a decent enough angle to make it work. Whiskey Leak's even popping a smoke now so that he can shoot Formazing. You can see just how much VRTUS is trying to get this kill.
Well, Formazing now has his Hydro back up. Coop's still stuck in that spot and is now under triple, well, what will soon be double Marceau and Ragnar shenanigans.
Yep. I'm surprised he's stuck around there for so long.
So have I.
Sitting there in the Hydro and the radar.
He's finally going to pull out. He's going to burn the smoke as he escapes the Hydro. That's going to allow him to break detection. Formazing's going to be gone here in a moment. That'll be a big kill for VRTUS if they can pick it up. And they do.
There it is. Yep, so Coop's Inky is going to allow him to get away safely for a little bit. More importantly, I think it'll keep him from being farmed until he gets to his next heal.
Black Ribbon Sabir beached himself pulling out of this spot. The smoke buying him a short reprieve. But that's it. Oh my gosh, look at the daring. Cobra taking his life into his hands here, touching the decap. I'm not sure I would have made this play. That seems ballsy when your team has just moved out to a 20-point lead. Why would you do this?
You do it because you want to ensure that Rain can't rotate these forces.
No, I
He's
agree.
paying a very heavy penalty.
That's my point. I think the timing is bad here. I like the play. If it looks like they're pulling out ships, yes, but not. You've literally just taken the lead. You had a 10-point lead, and now you might be giving it right back to them because you're out of heals.
Yep, Cobra is out of heals and out of health.
116 HP, a single shell. They're going to get it.
There it is.
That feels like an unforced error to me, Zath. Didn't have to die. Didn't even need to step on the cap. His team had just moved out to the lead, and now they're on the B cap. Cowboy doing good work over here.
I like the idea of trying to keep these forces there. The problem is that against Rain, they're not going to let you get away with that.
No. And I'll be honest, they rotated the destroyer over there out. They knew all they had to do was hold the cap, and so that's what they've done.
Now, Black Ribbon out of heals. Hoops using his last heal right now. But look at Gateau and Gangbarang's Marceaus. They know this is the decisive moment. With VRTUS on a 1-minute win, they have to step into B cap, and they do.
They got to get on the cap. They do. It's a 40-point lead here for Rain. VRTUS technically 90 seconds on the timer, still ticking up 2 caps to Rain's 1 at the moment. They can spot Gang. I'm not sure how they're spotting Gang. I think he was lit on the surface.
Gang isn't the problem. It's Gateau.
Gateau is very healthy. It is Gateau. My apologies.
In his Marceau, and he's capping. Yeah, exactly. Now with an RX-7 needs to to hit his shots or something, get some resets, but it doesn't look like they're going to get that.
The decisive plays are going to come down here to the B cap, guys. It's Rain knows if they can kill the Sabir, they're going to win this game. When the Sabir dies, the game will tick over, and that'll be it. Black Ribbon's got to find himself some cover. He needs to try to live long enough for his teammates to bag a kill.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. 2,700 HP. He's trying to get some shells downrange on Malamu, see if they can pick up that kill before he dies.
Some decent hits, not enough.
Malamu under threat now that they get the Sabir, and that's it. There it was. Another 30 seconds, they might have gotten Malamu, but it was time they didn't have. I feel like that was a winnable game for VRTUS, Seth. I think they let it get away from them.
It was a very winnable game. They kited too far away from the B cap when they needed to stay, is really what did it.
Yeah.
And for some odd reason, they sent their Sabir down in front of everything else instead of, okay, Napoli goes, right? That was Coops Napoli making the play there. And the biggest problem, though, is allowing Gateau to just go in there, walk right in, grab the cap. Hey, fantastic victory, a 3-0 sweep by Rain. Wow.
Rain looking good here. I mean, Yeah, not much else to say. And I suspect if I tab over, I'll see a 2-0 TWA lead over RNG. Let's have a look if I'm crazy or not. That's where we're at right now. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Reign wins their top 16 match. They're moving on to the quarterfinals. We'll see who their opponent is. They look like, at the moment, they are on a collision course with their old adversary, TWA.
That's right.